Hollywood is about to burn to the ground and Katt Williams just lit the first match. Y'all stay exactly where you are because the industry is in a state of absolute pure panic. We aren't talking about a leaked DM or a standard celebrity breakup anymore. We are talking about the total destruction of the A-list hierarchy as we know it. Katt Williams just went live and he didn't just spill tea. He dropped a nuclear bomb on why Teyana Taylor has suddenly been erased from the spotlight. According to Katt, Teyana isn't taking a break or focusing on her family. She is being systematically blacklisted because she holds the keys to a digital vault that certain Hyle producers would kill to keep locked. Katt's warning was chilling. Teyana, they're coming for your name because they're terrified of your voice. If you thought you knew why her projects were being cancelled, you have been fed a corporate lie. Tonight, we expose the secret recordings, the hidden hard drives, and the terrifying reason why Katt says Teyana Taylor has a target on her back. Don't move because the industry is trying to scrub this truth from the internet right now. To understand why Katt Williams is screaming from the rooftops, we have to look at the unbreakable image Teyana Taylor built, and why the industry is so desperate to smash it to pieces. For over a decade, Teyana was the industry's ultimate golden girl. The multi-hyphenate who could direct, dance, act, and sing better than anyone in the room. From her high-profile marriage to Amon Shumpert to her recent Oscar buzz for her performance in 801, she was positioned to be the next major mogul. But according to Katt, that success was a smokey-ox screen, a gilded cage designed to keep her in line while she witnessed the darkest corners of the elite. Katt Williams has spent the last few years exposing what he calls the Hollywood playbook. He's named names from Kevin Hart to the inner circles of the biggest music mogul. And now he's turned his focus to the women who are being managed into total silence. Katt and Teyana have a history that goes back to the early good music days, the Kanye West era, where the foundation of modern hip-hop was built. Katt claims he was there in the rooms where the contracts were signed. Contracts that he says didn't just own her music, but her silence. He's seen the agreements she was forced to enter and the private events she was forced to attend. Remember back in 2020 when Teyana retired from music in a sudden emotional Instagram post? The public was told it was about her label Def Jam not supporting her enough. But Katt is now dropping the real truth. He's claiming that retirement wasn't a choice. It was the first warning shot from the industry elite. They didn't like how much she was seeing behind the scenes. They didn't like that she was constantly documenting her life. Katt alleges that Teyana has been a walking recorder for 10 years. Capturing everything from private conversations to off-camera behavior of some of the most powerful men in film and music. Now that she's moving from being just a performer to a powerful director, the industry is terrified she's going to turn those recordings into a script that ends them all. The background of this conflict isn't just about one person. It's about a pattern of erasure. Katt points out that whenever a black woman in Hollywood starts to gain too much leverage, the blacklist protocol begins. First, the rumors start. She's difficult. She's unstable. She's hard to work with. We saw it with Monique. We saw it with Taraji P. Henson's recent struggles for fair pay. And now Katt says it's happening to Teyana on a much more dangerous level because Teyana has the one thing they can't buy back: digital proof. This tension has been simmering for years, but it boiled over during the production of her latest film projects. As she began to seek more creative control, she started asking questions about where the money was coming from and who was really pulling the strings in the boardroom. Katt claims that's when the handlers were moved in. He suggests that the industry saw her getting too close to the truth, so they engineered a series of personal crises to keep her distracted. The marriage collapse, the public scrutiny, the sudden shifts in her social circle. Katt says none of it was accidental. Music. It was a coordinated effort to keep her from looking at the files she had already saved. Music. Katt Williams is making it clear this isn't just gossip. This is a history of betrayal that was bound to explode. He reminds us that Teyana Taylor built her brand on being unapologetically her. But in Hollywood, being yourself is a liability if yourself includes being a witness to the truth. The industry thought they could manage her. They thought they could pay her off. But Katt says they underestimated one thing: Teyana Taylor's memory. He claims she has a death switch set on her data, and if she doesn't get the green light to work again, the entire industry is going to see exactly what's on those tapes. The reason this introduction is so vital is that it sets the stage for the most terrifying realization of all. Teyana isn't just fighting for her career. She's fighting for her legacy against a machine that has been refining its erasure techniques for decades. Katt Williams isn't just defending a friend. He's defending the only person who actually has the evidence to back up everything he's been saying for years. Hollywood thought they had her cornered. But with Katt now acting as her mouthpiece, the walls are closing in on the oppressors instead. Stay tuned because what happens next is the moment the industry tried to use her heart against her. We are going deep into the Aaron-Pierre connection, and the fake romance that Katt says was actually a mission to steal her hard drives. This is where the story turns from a drama into a high-stakes psychological thriller. Music. The tension between Teyana Taylor and the Hollywood elite didn't just stay behind closed doors. It spilled onto the set of her latest projects in a way that left everyone present shaking. While the public was focused on the soft launch of her relationship with Aaron-Pierre, thinking she had finally found the peace she deserved, Katt Williams claims a vicious high-stakes war was being fought in the shadows of the production trailers. This wasn't about creative differences. This was about survival. The major conflict erupted during the final weeks of filming her upcoming directorial work. An insider source, someone who was actually in a room, has leaked details of a confrontation that sounds like something out of a spy movie. According to the leak, Teyana was cornered in her private trailer by 3 high executives, men whose names carry enough weight to crush any career in an instant. They weren't there to discuss the film. They were there to demand a signature. They wanted her to sign a global silence agreement, a lifetime NDA that would not only prevent her from speaking, but would give the studio ownership of any and all personal digital archives she possessed. Katt Williams describes the scene with terrifying clarity. He claims Teyana didn't just refuse, she laughed in their faces. She reportedly looked them dead in the eye and said, "You spent 10 years trying to own my body. You aren't getting my mind for a cent less than the truth." That moment, according to Katt, is when the blacklist was officially activated. Within 24 hours, funding for her next 3 projects was pulled. Her name was scrubbed from 2 major upcoming collaborations. The machine didn't just slow down, tried to delete her existence. But here's where the story takes its first bone-chilling twist. Everyone saw Teyana and Aaron-Pierre together. The red carpets, the stolen glances, the apple pie posts that made everyone think Teyana was finally being loved correctly. But Katt Williams just dropped a bomb that has turned the entire narrative upside down. He alleges that Aaron-Pierre was never her boyfriend. He was her assigned handler. Katt claims that the industry placed Aaron in Teyana's life under the guise of a co-star and romantic interest to act as a deep cover monitor. Music. Think about it. Teyana had just come out of a messy public separation. She was vulnerable, but she was also dangerous because she was starting to talk. Katt claims the elite needed someone close to her, someone who could get inside her house, someone who could gain her trust, and most importantly, someone who could find the physical location of the hard drive she's been using to document the industry's crimes. Aaron-Pierre, with his rising star and gentleman image, was the perfect candidate. He wasn't there to heal her heart. He was there to find her data. The breakup wasn't a mutual decision based on scheduling. Katt alleges that Teyana caught him. One night, she supposedly found Aaron accessing her private server. The one Katt says contains the Hollywood vault. She didn't just break up with him. She realized that the man she was sleeping next to was a double agent for the very producers who were trying to blacklist her. To make matters even more intense, fake leaked messages have started circulating on private Discord servers, allegedly showing a conversation between Aaron and an unnamed studio head. In one message, the contact asks, "Did you get the access codes?" The reply from the account allegedly belonging to Aaron simply says, "She's smarter than we thought. She's moved the physical drives. I need more time." When Teyana realized the level of betrayal she was facing, she went into a state of controlled fury. She didn't go to the press because she knew the press was owned by the same people. Instead, she reached out to the one man who doesn't care about a paycheck, Katt Williams. Katt says that when he got the call, Teyana was in a safe house and she told him, "Katt, they tried to use my heart to get to my head. Now, I'm going to use my hands to bring down the whole house." Music. The industry's reaction to her discovery was brutal. Within hours of her kicking Aaron out, the difficult Teyana narrative was pushed to every major blog. Headlines started appearing about her erratic behavior and emotional breakdowns on set. It was a preemptive strike. They wanted to make sure that if she ever leaked what was on those drives, the world would think it was just the ramblings of a scorned and unstable woman. But the twist goes even deeper. Katt claims that Aaron Pierre isn't even the biggest name involved in this surveillance. He suggests that Aaron was just the foot soldier and that there is a third party, a legendary A-list actor who has been orchestrating the entire containment of Teyana Taylor, someone she once trusted as a mentor, someone who the world thinks is a nice guy. The conflict is no longer about a movie or a marriage. It is a war for information. Teyana is currently sitting on a mountain of evidence that Katt says involves human trafficking, illegal industry kickbacks, and the buying and selling of young stars' careers. And because she refused to let her handlers steal that evidence, she is now being treated like a fugitive in the very industry she helped build. The walls are closing in and the industry is terrified. They thought they could use romance to distract her, but they only succeeded in making her more dangerous. But wait, because if you think the Aaron Pierre betrayal was shocking, wait until you hear what Katt says they did to her private security. This is no longer a scandal, it's a hunt. And the biggest reveal of the night is still to come. But as Katt's live session gained momentum, the internet didn't just react. It went into a state of total unhinged escalation. Within minutes of him mentioning the apple pie connection, a mysterious Twitter thread under the handle @IndustryGhost surfaced, posting a series of blurred screenshots that sent shockwaves through the culture. These weren't just gossip. They were allegedly emails from a major studio's legal department outlining a reputation neutralization protocol specifically for Teyana Taylor. The instructions in the leaked documents were chillingly precise. Lease rumors of emotional instability. Link her to controversial figures to dilute her brand value. Ensure no new distribution contracts are signed until the physical assets are recovered. This confirms exactly what Katt was saying. The industry isn't just ignoring Teyana. They are actively trying to assassinate her character to protect their own secrets. The escalation reached a fever pitch when a second, even more unexpected twist dropped. Katt Williams claimed that the Blacklist isn't just about movies or music. It's about surveillance. He alleged that the industry didn't just use Aaron Pierre. They allegedly used Teyana's own home security system against her. He claims that a high-tech firm with ties to a major Hollywood mogul hacked into her private servers to find the location of her Hollywood vault files. But here is the shocking reveal that changed the entire narrative tonight. Katt alleges that Teyana Taylor isn't the only one being targeted. He hinted that there is a second A-list woman, a legendary R&B singer we all know and love, who is currently under the same handler surveillance right now. Katt whispered into the mic, "They're doing to her what they did to Teyana. They're using a new love interest to sit in her house and report back to the boardroom." Social media is currently a digital war zone. Music #Justice for Teyana is trending alongside #Who is the second woman. On Reddit, sleuths are already mapping out every recent celebrity soft launch relationship to see who fits the pattern. But the industry is striking back hard. Within an hour of Katt's stream, 3 major gossip blogs simultaneously posted unconfirmed reports that Teyana Taylor had been removed from a secret project due to unreliability and erratic behavior. The controversy is spreading like wildfire across TikTok and Instagram. Fans are calling out the coincidental timing of these negative reports. Even more shocking, a fake leaked internal memo from a talent agency was posted on Threads, allegedly telling agents to distance their clients from Taylor until the situation is stabilized. This is a coordinated lockdown. Katt Williams didn't flinch. He looked directly into the camera and dropped one last bombshell for the section. "You can delete her projects. You can take her awards, but you can't delete what I've already downloaded. The countdown has started." This raises a terrifying new question. If Teyana is the one with the evidence and Katt is the one with the platform, who is actually safe in Hollywood tonight? Social media is currently a digital war zone, and the divide in the comments is deeper than anything we've seen in years. On one side, the Taylor hive is ready to riot. Fans are moving with a lock-in mindset, committing publicly to uncovering the truth. They are dissecting every old interview and red carpet moment, especially her recent emotional win at the 2026 Golden Globes. One viral TikTok viewed over 5 million times points to the moment her audio was accidentally censored during her speech. Fans are now convinced that wasn't a glitch, but a deliberate attempt to cut her off before she could say too much. The hashtag Justice for Teyana has hit over 1.2 billion views on TikTok. Supporters are flooding the comment sections of major studios demanding to know why her directorial debut, Get Light, was suddenly shelved just as she hit her career peak. One fan wrote, "They gave her the trophy to shut her up, but she's still talking now. They're trying to delete her existence. We see you, Hollywood." But the industry's counter-narrative is working overtime. A wave of industry plant accounts has surfaced, pushing the hashtag The Great Lock-in theme, but twisting it against her. They are claiming Teyana has had a private emotional collapse, and that Katt Williams is simply exploiting a vulnerable woman for his own relevance. These fake anonymous sources are flooding the blogs with stories of her being impossible to manage on set, trying to make the public question her reliability. The celebrity reactions are adding fuel to the fire. While her co-star Leonardo DiCaprio has remained suspiciously quiet, others are dropping cryptic hints. Nicki Minaj reportedly posted a black square on her story with the caption, "The silence is a choice. The truth is a consequence," before deleting it minutes later. 50 Cent, never one to stay quiet, posted a blurred photo of a hard drive with the caption, "Katt ain't lying. I seen the receipts. Hollywood about to have a long Friday." This division is creating a massive curiosity detour across the internet. People are no longer just watching the news. They are hunting for the really TA in the comments, searching for this second woman Katt mentioned. The industry thought they could isolate her, but instead they've created a global community of amateur detectives who are refusing to accept the polished PR scripts. As one top-rated comment on Reddit put it, if she was just difficult, they'd ignore her. But they're blacklisting her, which means she's dangerous. But here is the final revelation that has stopped the internet's heart. The one thing no one saw coming. Katt Williams, leaning so close to the camera that his voice was a distorted whisper, looked directly into the lens and said, "They think they've hidden the evidence, but they don't realize Teyana isn't the one holding the drive anymore." Katt alleges that the reason for the sudden aggressive lockdown of Teyana Taylor's career isn't just about what she knows. It's about where that information has already been sent. According to this final twist, Teyana Taylor didn't just record the industry. She allegedly encoded the proof into her own art. Katt claims that hidden within the unreleased footage of her shelved film, Get Light, are digital watermarks and Easter eggs that contain the actual ledger of Hollywood's darkest transactions, names, dates, and amounts. The industry didn't just shelve the movie because of creative differences. They shelved it because they realized the movie itself is a Trojan horse. If that film ever hits a streaming platform or a theater, the metadata alone could trigger a series of automatic leaks across the dark web. Katt Williams laughed a cold, jagged sound and said, "The keys aren't in a safe. They're in the frames and I've already got the master cut, but the cliffhanger that is everyone terrified." Katt didn't end the stream there. He held up a burner phone and played a 3-second clip. It was grainy, dark, and muffled, but you could clearly hear a voice, one that sounds unmistakably like a legendary A-list music mogul saying, "If she doesn't sign by Friday, make sure that unreliability narrative becomes a permanent obituary." Katt's final words were, "Friday isn't a deadline. It's a funeral for the truth, unless we drop it first." Music Teyana is safe for now, but the second woman, her clock is at 0. Suddenly the screen went black. No good night. No stay tuned. Just a message in plain white text. The vault opens in 48 hours. Since that moment, Teyana Taylor's Instagram has been completely deactivated. Music her team isn't answering emails. Her security detail has reportedly been replaced by a private firm no one recognizes. Is she being protected or is she being detained? The internet is paralyzed. Reddit is flooded with theories that the second woman is a massive pop star currently on a world tour. The industry is in a total blackout. Nobody is tweeting. Nobody is posting. It's the kind of silence that happens right before a dam breaks. If Katt is telling the truth, Hollywood as we know it won't exist by Saturday morning. The trial hasn't just begun. The verdict has already been signed in blood. This is bigger than entertainment. This is a battle for the soul of the culture. Is Teyana Taylor the hero who finally broke the machine? Or is Katt Williams leading us into the most dangerous trap in Hollywood history? Why is the industry so terrified of what's on those drives? I want to hear from you. Do you believe Erin Pierre was a handler? And who do you think is the second woman Katt warned about? Drop your theories below. I'm reading every single one. Like this video and subscribe with notifications on. We are monitoring the situation 24/7. The vault opens in 48 hours and you do not want to miss what happens when the mask finally falls. Stay alert.